Hello everybody and welcome into your weekly dose of Trainer Talk Tuesday. I'm so glad to have you here. And today I want to go over some of the key points, actually 3 points, that Rick Warren advises everybody to utilize to be able to manage energy in that time. And I love that, managing energy and not your time. So again, these are not my points, these are Rick Warren's habits that he suggests all of us partake in if you are feeling overwhelmed or stressed, and it should just be incorporated into your everyday life so you don't get to those high levels of stress in the first place. So this is going to be very quick, guys, just going over these 3 points. These are things that I need to implement into my own life. I find them useful, and it's something I'm still working on, but I thought it might benefit you as well. So the first one here is divert daily. This is the first tip, and this is relaxing by doing non-work related things. So if you have a job that is very mentally taxing, which would be most people's jobs, most people's careers, then you need to relax by being physical to get away from the mental. But this also works vice versa, right? So if you have a very physical job, then you need to do something mental to get away from the physical. So that would be something like reading a book, or listening to a podcast, a positive podcast, okay? So this is divert daily. These are things that you need to do every single day. And if you're like me, you probably don't do this, okay? A lot of people do not do this. They do not take time for themselves every single day to really get away from work. And really in this category here, we're focused on leaving work problems at work. We do not bring those things home. And if you're an entrepreneur like me, that can be a little bit more difficult. That's something I struggle with because my brain is constantly in work mode. And if I'm having an idea, I'll stop whatever I'm doing to go pursue that. So that's something that I'm personally trying to get better at. But leaving your work problems at work, do not let that interfere with your home life. So if you are an entrepreneur like me, I would suggest having certain time frames, like work time frames, where you're working on whatever you need to get done for that day during these time frames. That is your designated schedule, regardless of what happens, okay? That doesn't change. And when that time frame is up, so is, the workload. So you're gonna put it away, stop everything, get away from your computer, and actually focus more on like family time. Okay, that's diverting daily. So every single day, guys, every single day, making yourself a priority. Number 2 is withdraw weekly. So scripturally based, we are required to take a Sabbath, and so that means that you take a day of rest every 7 days. Every 7 days you take a day of rest. And I'm sure a lot of you are like, well, I don't ever work on the weekends. Like, I take 2 days. But most of us really don't. We may not be working on those days, but we are still getting work done. So that is not withdrawing. Many times people get caught up on, housework, doing the laundry, doing the dishes, doing deep cleaning, okay? These are things that people really dedicate their time off towards, because if it doesn't get done then when are you going to get it done? But I strongly encourage you to withdraw weekly. So that means no chores, no nothing. It is a complete day of rest. And like I said, the majority of people are not doing this to the intensity that needs to be done for you to be able to recover. All right, and the last one is number 3, which is abandon annually. And that is exactly what it sounds like. You need to get away from everything and completely disconnect at least once a year. That means no cell phone, no social media, no laptop. This is a complete cleanse where you are getting away from anything and everything, and you are just relaxing. You are rejuvenating your soul. Maybe that means you go away in a cabin somewhere for a couple of days, and maybe that just means that you stay at home and you just shut off all distractions. You take the kids over to their grandparents' house for the weekend, and you just spend some time by yourself or with your husband, and you do nothing. Okay, you do nothing, just things that are going to restore your soul. Okay, this is a complete disconnect from society. So there you have it, guys. If you are feeling like you're incredibly overwhelmed, if life has you thinking that you're going to pull your hair out, know that it's not supposed to be like that. Our bodies were not created to live under high levels of stress for long periods of time, and you are too blessed to be stressed. So make sure that you start implementing these things into your life and start making these things a habit, so you don't get to that point of high levels of stress or being overwhelmed no matter what life throws at you. So number 1, very quickly, you want to divert daily. Number 2, withdraw weekly. And number 3, abandon annually. I hope you guys found this helpful. Please join us every single week, same time, same place, for your weekly dose of Trainer Talk Tuesday. And until next time, never give up, never lose hope, never settle.